Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. So today I want to talk about the importance of replenishing yourself and why it's so extremely important given, the climate that we're in now and why we should do it more often. I can bet 9 times out of 10 that we're not pouring back into ourselves as much as we give out, right? So let's jump back into it. Every day, every single day, we wake up, we give energy, whether it's to our wives, our husbands, our kids, work, your employers, your employee, grandparents, parents, pets, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, every day we're giving of ourselves for whatever reason it is, right? But when you give and you give and you give and you give, how often are you putting back, right? Because it's hard to give when there's nothing. 0 plus 0 is 0, right? So if we're not putting back, how can we constantly give at the rate in which is required of us on a daily basis, right? So given the factors that's going on in today's world, we got the Rona, we got presidential elections coming up. We've been stuck in the house for 5 or 6 months. We have, you know, injustices against brown and black people. We have all kind of stuff going on, right? So knowing that we listen and we watch these things on a daily basis, just think about how that plays on your mind. Like, think about the effects that this has on your psyche when we're just taking all this negative in. Again, we're taking it in, we're eating it, we're hitting it, and we're not taking care of ourselves to be able to continue and move forward, right? So again, given all the things that plague our world today, we're watching the news. That's another thing. My mama watches the news religiously every day. Me personally, I can't watch the news. I cannot sit here like my mom's always like, I want to know what's going on in the world. And I get it because eventually, some way or another, we're going to find out about what's going on, whether it's through social media, whether it's your parents telling you or your coworkers talking about it or whatever it is. Eventually, we going to get the news one way or another, whether we sit there and watch it. But one thing I think we have to keep in mind is just because it's true doesn't mean it's not toxic. Like, even though everything that the news reports is probably true, it's still toxic and it still takes a toll on us as we take all that stuff in. So I want us to be mindful because, again, there's so much. We've been stuck in the house. We're not even going to get into what your house situation is, right? Because we may be quarantined by ourselves. I couldn't imagine being stuck in the house for 6, 7 months by myself. Me personally, that wasn't going to fly. That can't fly. On the flip side, all the people that are in my house, that's a headache too, right? So there's all these house situations. You may have lost people, because of the Rona or because, things happen. On top of we're in the house, we're doing virtual learning, we're working from home. Like, there's so many factors that we face today that we have not faced before. And this is new waters, it's uncharted. And no one really knows how to navigate what's going on now. But the one thing that I do know how to navigate, and the one thing that I cannot stress enough, and I want to give to you guys, is the importance of pouring back into ourselves. We have to. For our mental, our physical, and our overall well being, we have to take a minute and pour back into ourselves, right? So when I say replenish yourself, here's what I mean. Here's some examples because there's no right way to replenish yourself. You have to figure out what works for you. So you can go outside. Sometimes when stuff is getting too heavy, I like to go outside, especially when it's sunny all day. I love outside. I love being outside. The sun just beating on me like it does something. It replenishes me like nobody's business. Do something you rarely don't have, that you enjoy doing, that you normally don't have time to do. So if you enjoy doing puzzles or crosswords or something that your day-to-day don't usually allow you to do that. Read, exercise. Exercise has been another one. In the past, I did it. Did I enjoy it? No. Now I look forward to that time. My body needs that time because, again, we're so stagnant in the house. We're not moving like we used to. So my body needs that movement. Take a nap. That's another thing. If you tired, if you overwhelmed, go lay down. Give it to God and no, go lay down. Leave it alone. Pray. That's another thing. Oh my gosh, I can't even stress how much prayer has really helped and to get you through. Find a new hobby. If you don't have a hobby, if you don't know what you like to do, try stuff. Try crosswords. Try, sewing. Try whatever it is. Try a TikTok video. I don't know. Try it. How do you know you don't like it if you haven't tried it? So again, I can't stress enough the importance of finding what works for you. These are just a few things. You have to find what you love doing and what works for you. Now, once we find these things and we know what we like doing, once we've done these things improve your mood. Replenishing yourself, it improves your mood. It gives you more energy. It releases your if you're a creative person, I'm creative. When I'm stressed and it's too much, my creative juices don't flow, right? But when I'm relaxed, when I'm refreshed, once I've replenished myself, then the creativity comes. Your anxiety and your depression lower. That's another one. If it's nothing else alone, your anxiety and your depression lowering should be more than enough reason for you to find a way to replenish yourself. It allows you to be in control of your thoughts. That's another thing. When you're tired and you're overwhelmed, sometimes our mind gets cloggy and we don't think and make the best decisions because it's too much going on. We have to take a second, step back, and say, hey, let me think about this with a clear head, right? So these were just a few thoughts I wanted to share with you guys about replenishing yourself. Again, in this day and age, it's so super important that we take a minute and we find something that pours back into us, right? So again, I thank you guys for listening. Until next time.